Hello, Nova Nation. It's WXVU Sports Director David Szczepanski on a beautiful fall morning. Feels like football weather as Villanova is getting ready to take on Elon on Saturday in a CAA battle at 2 p.m. Villanova, the Wildcats have played 4 road games in their last 5 contests, so I'm sure they're going to be happy to get home in a couple weeks. This is a tough game against Elon, but before we talk about the Phoenix, want to just mention Villanova's last game against New Hampshire, a dominating performance where Villanova was able to defeat a New Hampshire team that was really competitive this year, was receiving votes in both of the major FCS polls. The Wildcats scored 37 points. They accumulated 5 rushing touchdowns, including 3 from Jabril Mace. He had a career day, and Villanova's defense was just excellent. They only gave up 7 points in this game, and that touchdown came in the first quarter. They were able to put up a shutout in the second half, and Villanova just played a complete game. They had a balanced attack on offense with the rushing game and the passing game. Pat McQuaid was good again. Luke Coella had a career-high 9 receptions for 139 yards, and the Wildcats all of a sudden have now won back-to-back conference games heading into this game against Elon with a gritty win against William & Mary at home a couple weeks ago, and then that dominant performance on the road at New Hampshire last weekend. And they're trying to build off of these last 2 wins and continue their ascendancy in the polls. Elon is a very tough team. They're very competitive, very gritty, similar to what we talked about last week with New Hampshire. Elon this season 4-2 overall, 2-0 in CAA play, so technically right above Villanova, with the Wildcats 2-1 in conference play. Elon is 2-0. Their 2 conference wins have come in back-to-back weeks against Hampton and against Towson on the road. Now, Towson and Hampton have struggled this season. They're kind of in the lower half of the conference, but Elon was able to defeat both of those teams in dominating, convincing fashion. So both of those wins were impressive. And, their loss, they only have 2 losses, as I said, and one of their losses was to an FBS program in Duke. So Elon has played really competitive this year. Maybe they've had an easier schedule, but don't let that fool you. This Elon Phoenix offense scores more than 30 points per game. Their defense only gives up 20 points per game. When you look at their offense, their quarterback Landon Clark has been excellent. He has 8 passing touchdowns this season, 5 interceptions, but he's thrown for more than 1,200 yards. He throws for more than 200 yards per game. And similar to what Villanova's faced the last couple weeks, he's a dual threat quarterback. He also has 5 rushing touchdowns this season, so he's been very impressive for Elon's offense. Their rushing attack, though, as a whole, is really how their offense moves. Very similar to Villanova's rushing attack. This is a rushing attack for Elon that averages more than 4 yards, almost 5 yards a carry. Jamil Williams is their top running back. He is averaging almost 9 yards per carry. He's a transfer from Virginia State, and he's had an excellent start to his career at Elon. So this offense is very effective. It goes through their rushing attack, and also, too, Landon Clark can beat you throwing the football. Defensively for this Elon team, as I said, they give up only 20 points per game. They have an excellent red zone defense, an excellent third down defense. They get pressure on the quarterback. They've done a really good job this season at limiting offenses. Their one area of weakness, similar to New Hampshire, is their rushing defense. They'll give up about 4.5 yards per carry, but it's not as bad as New Hampshire's rushing defense. So Villanova is definitely going to have to play well in this game on both sides of the football. This Elon team is very tough, very competitive. Monmouth is definitely the best CAA team they played this year, Villanova, but Elon is probably in that second spot. This is going to be a tough game, especially on the road. Villanova going to have to try to run the football again very efficiently, convert on third downs, and continue to limit the penalties, which they did a nice job last week against New Hampshire, as that was something that plagued them in the weeks before. Villanova again will take on Elon in their 4th conference game of the season on Saturday at 2 p.m. I'll have coverage on my social media. Unfortunately, we won't have any WXVU on-air coverage, but stay tuned for much more Nova Nation. Thanks for tuning into this preview video, and as always, go Cats!